Welcome back to the channel. We're here doing another Beehiiv breakdown, looking at a newsletter and talking about what they're doing well, we can learn from, and what we might change in order to help make more money. This is a really interesting example. Now, straight away you can see here, we're on Beehiiv. This is your standard homepage that you get. We can see that the name of the newsletter is The Women's Game. It's about women's football globally, looking at different leagues all around the world. Now, the first thing you'll notice about this is they have done some customization, so they do know what they're doing in terms of Beehiiv and setting everything out. But for me, I find this quite overwhelming with all of this information everywhere and a little bit confusing with these thumbnails. So if it was me and I was running this newsletter, the first thing I would do is I would go away and I would clean this up. I would have the contact, so the sign up part where you enter your email at the top, because that's what I want people's attention to be drawn to. The fact that it's down here below the fold means that people aren't going to see it straight away. And then I would clean this up. Now, if you go back and watch the first video in our Beehiiv breakdown, I really like the way they set out their newsletter. So that's something that you might want to model. So you can find that on our channel. Go back and check that out, and you'll also find our free 30-day course where we walk you through how to set up a newsletter so that you can monetize it, do everything you can to try and earn from it as soon as possible. So as we go down, you can see here that they have got all of their articles that they're putting up. They're posting pretty regularly, which is good. We've got here the last one went out 4 days ago. Bit cleaner here because the thumbnails are in line, but again, as this is about news and we're talking about, you know, different celebrities, footballers, well-known names, countries, I will probably be mixing up these thumbnails so they draw people in a bit more in order to pick one of these articles, especially as we can get some of these into Google search organically, ideally get some traffic that way, and then the thumbnails really draw people in. So that's one thing I would be doing, and also probably putting in some more emojis as well, just to break things up a little bit. They're also not using tags, which I talked about in the previous video. I really like the use of tags in Beehiiv. It just, again, breaks things up, but then you get the tags up here. So if you're interested in one particular thing, like in this case with football, it will be a league or potentially a couple of big player names, you'll be able to use the tags and navigate through to things that you're actually a little bit more interested in. So what we're going to do now is look at one of these articles in a little bit more detail. So here we are in one of the newsletters. You can see that straight away we're making use of links. So we're sending people out off to different articles and videos. Most of these go through to Twitter or Instagram, where people can watch videos about these different events or players, which once you start reading the newsletter, then you know you'll be able to go off and be able to find out a little bit more information about these. I think the text is quite dense. One thing I'll be doing is I'll be working to break this down into smaller chunks, put some bullet points in, break it up with some emojis, break it up with some images as well, just to make it a little bit more readable. And you can do all of that within Beehiiv. And the nice thing about Beehiiv as well is you can create a template that you like, and we teach you how to do this inside of our course. You basically create a template that you like, an outline that you like within Beehiiv, and then you can save that as an actual template, and then you can just access that template every single time. And what that allows you to do is kind of get a head start, which means if every time you want to promote the same sort of things, so for example, maybe halfway down here, you have a product, an affiliate product or your own product that you want to promote, you can always have that in there. If there's other articles you want to that people are aware of, again, you can have those saved in there. And then right at the bottom, if you've got anything that you want to be coming up every time, so for example, links out to, maybe you have a podcast, maybe you have a sponsor that you want to recommend that you haven't got through Beehiiv, then you can have all of that already pre-built in to your template. So that's definitely something I would be doing. Like here, this is a lot easier to read than something up here while the text is quite dense, and that can put a lot of people off reading a newsletter. So the first thing I would be doing with this is I would definitely be going away, taking a look at this and getting the layout changed so it's easier to read. And I also like starting off with a little like what to expect, sort of a teaser, sort of 1, 2, 3. We're using the numbers here in the text, so why not just have a 1, 2, 3 up here, tell people what's coming up so they know that they want to keep reading because there's information in the newsletter that they want to consume. So that was what I would do with general layout and get this thing monetized. Now you can see that they've got their social media in here. What I found quite interesting is this actually seems to be linked through a lot to this Twitter, and I believe that it is this media company here that actually runs the newsletter, which means what I would hope is that they've spent a lot of time promoting on their social media, because they also have this very big YouTube channel as well, that they've been out there promoting and driving as many people as they can through to the newsletter in order to increase the readership, because if they're doing that, then they can get bigger and better sponsors. Now, if you remember, when we go over to Beehiiv, if you pay $84 a month, which if they're a media company, they can definitely afford, then you get access to the ad network. So they will be able to put in ads. So people who have sports related brands would be able to apply, and then Beehiiv will do everything. You just say that you want an ad, you put the ad into your newsletter, Beehiiv do it all for you behind the scenes. It's very simple. I show you how it's done in the newsletter course. Check that out, link in the description. And what will happen then is you will get paid for that ads, but not only that, you'll get access to Boost as well. So you can grow with Boost, which means that you can be part of the referral program and Boost as well. But then on top of that, you get access to Boost, so you could pay people to promote your newsletter. So you've got the ads here and Boost, so loads and loads of things you can do within Beehiiv, and not a huge amount of evidence that they're doing that within the newsletter itself. We don't have a lot of sponsors in here, and there's definitely one way that they could be monetizing this. Now, what I would normally do at this point is we'd move on and I would show you the welcome email, but I didn't actually get a welcome email from this newsletter, which suggests to me that they don't have one, which is a little bit concerning, because we know that welcome emails have the highest open rates and the highest click-through rates when it comes to links. So if this media company that is running this particular newsletter, and we can see here in their link tree, we can see that we've got the women's game newsletter, we've got the YouTube channel that I just showed you, we've got this other Ravens newsletter. So it is all linked, and the Twitter that I just showed you is down here. They've got TikTok, so it's all linked. What they'll be able to do with that welcome email is they'll be able to push people over to subscribe to the YouTube channel, or join on their TikTok or Twitter, or subscribe to a different newsletter. They've got a great opportunity there to market. If they've got a particular product or service they want people to check out, a discount code for something, they can put that there in the welcome email. And I didn't get one. Maybe it's not working for some reason. Maybe there was a filter somewhere where I didn't get it. But if that is the case, there's a big opportunity there that they're missing out in terms of traffic and opportunity to retarget people and build their subscriber base out in other places. Now, the other thing I want to mention with these links is there are some great tools out there where what you can do is you can overlay a pop-up on top of another website that will redirect people to a particular website. So for example, if one of these links goes out to a blog post on a different website, then we can overlay in the bottom corner down here a small pop-up that will say, you know, get a coupon code or sign up for this or check out our YouTube channel, so that even though people are going to go and they're going to leave our newsletter, we can send them back. So as I said, we just click on the link and you'd come through to wherever the link takes you, and then down here we'd have a little pop-up, so we'd be able to send people back to the newsletter or onto our YouTube. So even though they've come off our newsletter in order to check out the link, they're still within our ecosystem. So completely for free, we are retargeting them. And if you want to check out that tool, I'll leave a link down into the description, but it's really, really, really powerful. So what I want to show you now is what they've got set up in terms of sign up. So they are definitely using some of the features within Beehiiv. They've definitely got the top layer tier of payments. That's what they're subscribing to, because they've got this page here, which is once you've entered in your email address, then you get this option where you can sign up to other newsletters which are similar. So you've got the Ravens newsletter, which, as I said before, it seems to be owned by the same company. So we can sign up there and you get that double sign up for both newsletters. And then we've got this one down here, which I'm not sure, it could be owned by the same company or it could be a different company. But by having this set up, what happens is if I sign up to these and I select them and then I subscribe to these publications, then these guys are going to get paid for that. So the owners of the Women's Game newsletter are going to get paid. This works both ways. You can go away and you can say, I want to earn money myself. I want to put my newsletter up so that people will promote my newsletter. You have to pay for the subscribers, but what will end up happening is you build up your subscriber list. And as I said, if you've got things built properly in terms of monetization, you can get that money back over a period of time because you've got sponsors, you've got affiliate links being clicked. All those kind of things will allow you to earn more from your newsletter. So once we've done that, as I said, it just takes us through to the homepage that we saw previously, and we're now subscribed fully. So this is the feature I was referring to. So in terms of monetization, this is their boost feature. So what they're able to do is you're able to pick one of these particular newsletters that you want to promote. So for example, I could put sport up here. It will filter out anything to do with sport, and then you can apply to earn, and then you will get paid per subscriber. And then this is one way that the newsletter could get an income, could monetize. You've also, as I mentioned, big company, big readership. If they can push those numbers up, they've got the opportunity to access the ads, which they might be doing, but I didn't see any evidence of that within the newsletters that I took a look at. But definitely something worth checking out, because as I said, Beehiiv do all the heavy lifting for you. You don't have to go away and find advertisers. They will do that for you. You get sent opportunities which align with your newsletter. You review them, accept them, schedule them, send them, and then Beehiiv in the back end are able to work out how you get paid. And as I said, if you want to make money, you've got that option, as I said, of doing boosting, which is where you can apply for your newsletter to be put into that list I showed you previously in order to be able to be promoted by other newsletters that are similar. You see, you'll receive applications from our network of thousands of trusted publications and approved so that you can collaborate with them, and then your newsletter will get boosted. You've also got the referral program as well, which again is all within the Beehiiv platform. The link in the description if you want to check out Beehiiv. It's also next to a link for the AI newsletter writer that we recommend in our course that will write content for you. But again, you can see how you can get this set up. No code, no integrations, and you can be part of their referral program where you can drop sections into your newsletter without ever leaving your workflow, and you can refer. And what happens is that subscribers will promote your newsletter for you through different methods, and they will get rewards. Again, I didn't see any use of this within the newsletters that I checked out, but as they are probably, from what we can tell, using the scale feature and paying the $84, then I would definitely recommend that they check out more of the features that Beehiiv has in terms of monetization in order to be able to earn more using the platform. Hopefully you found that useful. We're going to continue doing these Beehiiv breakdowns over the next couple of weeks. If you're interested in us covering a particular niche, just leave that down in the comments under this video, or if you want us to cover a particular aspect of newsletters or Beehiiv, you can let us know as well. See you in the next one.